Hello, everyone. Have you ever stopped to think about how some personal things are better kept to yourself, especially as you grow older? Life experience teaches us that silence at the right moment can protect your peace more than any speech ever could. Today, we're going to look at 4 important things older adults should avoid sharing too freely. Not to hide anything, but to guard your calm, your dignity, and the harmony in your home. If any of this connects with you, just drop a quick yes in the comments. Let's begin. Number 1, your exact financial details. Over the years, I've seen a repeated pattern. Money changes how people act, even in the closest families. When you're younger, talking openly about income or savings may strengthen teamwork. But once you reach your later years, being overly open about money can create pressures you never asked for. You've worked for everything you own. Only you understand the full journey behind each naira, dollar, or investment. When you begin sharing exact amounts, how much is in your account, the details of your plans, or where every asset is, you unintentionally invite expectations, opinions, and sometimes hidden frustrations. Even well-meaning children may start looking at you differently. Not out of malice, just human nature. Money pulls emotions along with it. Sharing too much can spark sibling rivalry, pressure to give away assets early, or disagreements about decisions that should remain yours alone. Let me share a story. Edward, an 80-year-old man I worked with, believed honesty was the best policy. So he disclosed every detail of his savings to his children. At first, they thanked him. But soon, suggestions turned into pressure. His spending was questioned. Family harmony slowly cracked. Later, he told me quietly, "I shouldn't have shared so much. I just wanted peace." This doesn't mean you should hide everything. Planning your estate, organizing documents, and choosing a trusted person for emergencies, those are wise steps. But revealing every detail too early can do more harm than good. You deserve to be valued for who you are, not for what you own. If Edward's lesson speaks to you, type "insightful" in the comments. Number 2, the full story of your past regrets. As we age, memories return more often, the good ones and the painful ones. You may feel the urge to share old regrets with children or grandchildren, hoping it will bring closure or deeper connection. But not every sorrow needs to be spoken aloud. There are experiences your loved ones simply can't understand, not because they don't care, but because they haven't lived your exact life. Sharing too many regrets can shift how they see you, from their strong parent or grandparent to someone broken or in need of fixing. That's not the relationship you're trying to build. And opening every emotional wound can place a burden on younger family members, burdens that belong to the past, not to their present. Mental health experts say regrets are signs that you tried, cared, and learned. They don't always need an audience. Sometimes the best healing comes from private reflection, not public confession. If a regret is disturbing your peace, write it down in a journal. Talk to a trusted friend, counselor, or spiritual guide. Release it in prayer or meditation. But treat your deepest disappointments as sacred personal history. Your family doesn't need every detail of your pain to love you. They already admire you for the strength you've shown throughout your life. If you're following along, comment number 2. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Your support helps me keep creating meaningful content. Number 3, the exact value of your assets. Whether it's your home, land, jewelry, property, or savings, these items represent decades of effort. But sharing their full value can unintentionally shift the energy in your relationships. You might trust your family completely, most people do. Still, even good people can be influenced by numbers. Once someone knows the worth of your house, land, or valuables, expectations begin to form, even silently. Conversations may become awkward. Small misunderstandings may grow into arguments. Let me tell you about Margaret, a gentle 79-year-old widow. In casual conversation, she mentioned the estimated value of her house. She didn't mean anything by it. But that small comment triggered a chain reaction. Her children began discussing future inheritance, selling the property, and rearranging her belongings. None of them meant harm, but the shift in tone made her feel like her life was being planned without her. Suddenly, her peaceful home felt like a topic of debate. To avoid situations like Margaret's, speak in general terms. You can say you're organized, that things are in order, and that they'll be informed when it's necessary. Exact numbers aren't required for them to respect your planning. Keeping asset values private protects your peace, your decision-making power, and your relationships. If you've ever seen a situation like this, share in the comments. Your story might help someone else. Number 4, the deepest level of your worries. As you grow older, your concerns may become fewer but heavier. Thoughts about aging, independence, legacy, or what life will look like for your family after you're gone. These are deep emotions that sit quietly in the heart. But sharing every one of these worries can overwhelm your loved ones. Younger family members want to see you as stable, steady, and emotionally strong. When they sense too much fear or anxiety in you, they may feel helpless, not because they don't care, but because they don't know how to fix what you're facing. Part of wisdom in aging is knowing when to speak and when to protect others from unnecessary emotional weight. This isn't about hiding your feelings. It's about sharing them with the right people in the right way. Write your thoughts privately. Speak to someone trained to listen. Confide in a close friend. These safe spaces allow release without placing a burden on those who rely on your calm presence. True strength isn't pretending to have no worries. It's choosing which ones to voice and which ones to carry with graceful silence. The calm you show becomes a lasting gift your family will treasure. If you're still here, comment number 4. Final thoughts. Let's recap the 4 things worth keeping private as you age. Your exact financial details, your deepest regrets, the full value of your possessions, your heaviest worries. These points are not about secrecy. They're about wisdom. I've met many Edwards and Margarets whose stories show how oversharing can cause tension, stress, or misunderstandings. Silence, when used with intention, protects your peace, your freedom, and your relationships. You've lived long enough to know that not every truth needs to be spoken to be real. Some truths live best inside you, guiding your actions quietly. Guard your history, your dignity, and the calm you've earned over a lifetime. Before you go, share one small promise you're making to yourself. Maybe I'll think twice before discussing my savings. I'll write my reflections instead of oversharing. I'll protect my emotional peace. Drop your promise in the comments. We learn from one another. If this video brought insight or comfort, like it. And if you want more helpful guidance, subscribe and turn on notifications. Share this with someone who might need these reminders today. Thank you for watching. Stay thoughtful, stay peaceful, and I look forward to our next conversation.